Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Aquarius for the week of January 12th. Already started the new year. I hope everyone's doing well. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed and sharing with others, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched, and of course the lovely comments. Thank you so much for doing all of that for me. It truly is appreciated, and I do thank you. It's nice to read them. I do appreciate it. All right. Oh, Ace of Swords. Way to start. So taking something to the next level, like moving up in some form this week. Now, whether that's in your job or your home life, or just creating something new for yourself, like a new beginning. And the King of Cups. Yeah, sitting in your own comfort seat, sitting back, relaxing a little bit more than you have recently. The calm has come back. You know, you can just breathe a little bit, sit back, see what's next coming forward for you, but you're feeling more relaxed than you have in a while, and you feel more supported. And when you're feeling that way, it also helps you transform yourself into being more tolerant towards things that are happening around you this week. You know, you're understanding that things are happening for a reason. You're not trying to force any issues. And this Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, wow, fruits of your labor. Feeling more empowered. I guess is a wish come true for many of you. Something that you wanted to do for a long time. You know, you're mastering something. This is, could be mastering something. Oh, forgive me. You're trying to master something that you already have an interest in. You know, you're enjoying yourself. This could even bring you in some profits as well. This could be for some of you who are self-employed. Or you're just starting to see some money coming in from something that you have been doing for a while. You know, a side hustle of some sort. But these are the fruits of your own labor. And it's going to allow you those little pleasures in life. So you can go out and reward yourself. You're feeling comfortable about taking care of yourself. You're not so stressed about your finances. And the Six of Rods. Yes. There you go. You know, getting recognition for all the hard work that you do. Your understanding. You know, it's taken you a lot of self-determination here to get this victory lap. But it's coming in. You know, you're finally getting the rewards, the recognition. People are coming to you, you know, saying you've done a good job. You know, some of them, they're looking at you as a somebody they can try to become in the future. Like look up to you, asking your, how did you do it, that sort of thing. So this good news, success, you're starting to feel better about yourself as well. And the Ace of Rods. So yes, definitely something you have begun, whether you were looking at doing it, because it may have been a hobby. These are the fruits of your labor. You know, things are starting to level up a little bit more for you. Things are starting to go better. Your finances are starting to, you know, take off again. And you're feeling more understanding of how you got here. Like this new project is going to help you to inspire yourself, like feel good that you're on the right path, that sort of thing. So you're encouraged to keep creating, because this is going to turn into something much bigger very quickly for yourself. So you're really on the right path, you know, with new ideas, you know, new confidence. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Watching your finances, making sure that you have enough, feeling comfortable with yourself, trying to make some good decisions this week. You know, trying to figure out how you're going to continue on this path. You know, you may have come into some finances and you want to make sure that it continues because, you know, you like to be able to afford nice things and not have to stress and worry. So now you're trying to figure out how to critique it, make it better, make it grow. So you're just looking into how to respond to all this good that has entered. Yeah, look at the new beginnings. You know, the Knight of Rods, powering through, moving forward, determination. You know, you have a desire right now to break free. You know, if you've been in a job that you've had for a long time, this is your freedom, your way out. You know, get out of that mindset and move into something that is more in line with yourself. You know, your personal creativity that is going to help you to move forward on something. Like this looks like a home business of some sort for many of you, which is lovely because it is just at the beginning stages. People are starting to, you know, pay you for these services, you know, whether that's making soap, a necklace, doing artwork, painting houses, whatever it happens to be. But it's just at the beginning. You've planted the seeds. You can see where this is going to go quite quickly. And as long as you're willing to put the time, energy, and effort into this, it's going to take off quite nicely. And it will allow you to be more, you know, free-spirited and opening up to things taking off quite quickly. Yeah, the Five of Swords. You know, that's just an eye-opener. You're not sitting back anymore, just taking things on the chin. You know, this could have been a relationship for some of you that just went south. And that's not good, you know, but this is you coming back from this. This is your renewal. You're being more in charge of what's happening around you. You're not taking anybody pushing you or trying to coerce you into doing something by some means of, you know, like they do, well, there's consequences if you don't do it this way, that sort of attitude. You're not accepting that anymore. You're moving away from this because you have found your own inner strength now and a way out of this sort of behavior. Oh, look at nice. The Lovers. Very nice. Nice to see for you. You know, this could be a new beginning of a brand new relationship. A relationship and a reunion that is going to last for a long time. This is a good partnership. You know, it doesn't always have to be sexually. This can be a partnership as in somebody in a business or a friend, you know, but whatever this happens to be, you guys are really aligning. You think alike, you make, when you make choices, whatever they may be, you seem to do the same thing, like you pair each other, whether you're near each other or not, you do the same sort of steps. You have the fortitude to move forward. And this looks like a good partnership for you. And if this is one that's coming together as in a marriage couple or the reunion of something, it is really going to lift your spirits, help you to make decisions going forward from here. But you are feeling the love from others around you. And the Magician, yeah. You're bringing this to your life. This is something you've wanted for a while. You know, and you sat back and patiently waited. But this is you this week of taking action. You've wanted this, you've desired this, and you have the self-confidence back again to do what it is you need to do to make this a reality. You know, this is your willpower, your skills, your creativity. You have wanted to do this for quite some time, and you weren't quite sure how to begin. But when you dealt with this, those Five of Swords, it opened your, not only your creativity, but your life to knowing you are free. You can start something brand new for yourself, something that you want to do. Yeah, and the Knight of Swords, look at that. There's your answer. Charging ahead, clearing the paths, fast thinking. There's a decision that needs to be made, or a life choice, however you care to say it. And you're realizing that it's time to make that decision. No more sitting on the fence, no more worrying or wondering or, the stresses that you've been putting on yourself. If you want this change, you have to take charge of it and move on it. So you're making a life change this week, or within the very near future, if you haven't done it already. Now, the Death card, an ending to a cycle. And you're okay with releasing that because you're realizing that it's done, it's finished, so that you can begin this new change in your life. This is a transformation. You're going to be, pardon me, a totally different person from here on. People are going to maybe even remark that to you, that, wow, you've really changed. Like, what's happened? That sort of thing. And you're okay with that because you're realizing that you haven't changed. You've just come into your own. So you're letting go of things in the past. You're realizing that those are finished. And this is a new evolution in your life. And this is Marble sneaking into the camera. Just on the outskirts, but excuse me. Ugh. There we go. Sorry about that interruption. But you are definitely changing something in your life in order to bring this to reality. You're letting go of things from the past. You're realizing that don't no longer serve you. But you're willing to let it go now. The Death card doesn't have to mean a physical death, although it could. You may be losing somebody that you have cared about for some while, and you're realizing now that there's nothing holding you in the spot that you're at, so you're willing to move and change again for your own future now. And the Empress. Definitely feeling more empowered. More reassurance for yourself. Realizing right place, right time, right actions. And you're comfortable with those decisions. Maybe you had self-doubts for a while, but those are now passed away from you. And it's allowed you now to be who you really are. So that's why people are picking up on that, you've changed. Well, you haven't. This has always been you. You just never really felt comfortable showing others. But this time you do. You're more sure of yourself going forward. All right, I'm going to pick you an oracle card. Sorry, I have to pick them up. My cat went and scattered them about. And I guess that's your card. All right. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Absolutely. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. Yeah, you're beginning again for yourself this time. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.